Alrighty guys, welcome back to another Opera Omnia video where we're going to be showing off my boxes for both my global and JP account. We're going to be showing off what I have in terms of like weapons, resources, so on and so forth. For anybody who is curious as to what I actually have, well, this is gonna be the video for you. Now, this video idea just randomly popped up into my head, and it also made me remember that Curie, who used to be a content creator for Opera Omnia, he did a similar video to what I am going to be doing today. So I'm gonna, in a way, like follow-ish what he actually did with his video, and you know, talk about a few things related to whatever it is that that we are going to be talking about. So I'm going to be starting off with my global account, and then we're going to switch over to my JP account. There will be timestamps down in the description of this video if you want to see one over the other. And yeah, so I'm going to, I guess, whatever I feel like should be shown off, I guess I will show off. I guess? I don't know. But yeah, so we're going to start off, of course, my gem count, 432k. I was at 500, but a certain Machina decided to almost made me pity his FR. So that I took a hit on the gems, but I do have a pretty good amount of gems before our anniversary. Tickets-wise, I have 181 tickets, and that was from the event. That was from his Intersecting Wills and the Fell Angel co-op. So I do have some tickets for Fusoya, so hopefully I can get his kit within that certain amount of tickets, but we shall see. If we move on to let's take a look at the characters that I have currently built. Most of my characters I do have built, but there are a few characters that I do not have currently built. Some of the notable ones really would have to be, let's see here. I think Kefka might be one of them that I do not have built for some odd reason. I know for sure on my JP account, he is not built. Oh no, he is built. Never mind. I know in my JP account, he is actually built. There are a few characters that I may not have said weapon for, or I'm just too lazy to like build them up to where they need to be. But I do believe on the global side, most of them at least have their EX weapons or higher. Other than that, I don't really think I have like a character that just is not built at all. I think I do have a few of them on my JP account, but we'll look at that here in just a bit. When it comes to weapons, or like yeah, weapons, armor, so on and so forth, we'll go into this one because this is actually much easier to show off. So in this one, we're going to start off with my BTs. Now, some of these BTs, I don't really regret greening them. Yeah, and yes, that also includes Shrek. Yeah, most of these I don't really regret greening on the global side. There have been some BTs that I did actually pass up on, or I have not actually fully greened, just because I kind of go, like, the direction that I take my global account is how I handled my JP account. So if there were some characters that I did not, that I did green on JP, for whatever reason, I may not have done the same thing on my global account. So because of that, I pretty much just go by that. So as you can see, there are some characters that I do not have green, like Bart, Vayne, Garland, Snow, Squall. I'm going to be probably holding off until he gets his FR and his rework. Shantoro is probably going to be the same thing. Kefka, I mean, I really don't care too much about Kefka, so he can sit there as just regular BT. Warrior of Light, he's going to be getting his FR very soon, so I'm probably going to green him then. Kuja, I did green him in JP, and my god, do I regret doing that. Lightning, she is still at base BT level, so, and she's probably going to remain there until I see at some point in the future that she becomes like insane. And there are a couple other characters, and this is not to say that like these characters are not worth greening. Obviously they are. The game is doing BT rework, so hopefully at some point later down the line, some of these BT characters could get a BT rework, like XDef. I would love to see him get his BT rework and make it so that his HP poison from his BT effect actually scales with his FR, or if not, they can at least maybe add some additional HP attacks to his HP poison. So something like that would be nice to see in XDev, or just in general, maybe like some of these other BT characters. Now I do have BT dupes. I do have a pretty good amount, and I'm probably going to be using them very soon, especially for anniversary. And if by chance we do get a global first FR and or BT, then yeah, best believe I'm probably going to token said character if that does actually happen. I actually just realized I have Seymour's BT, but I never actually like built him. So he gonna stay that way. FR wise, these are all of the FRs that I currently have right now. Braska and Fujin, I just did it just for the memes or whatever. Like, I know Braska later down the line, when he gets his BT, becomes so much better. Fujin, on the other hand, is still doo-doo. She has not gotten an FR just yet. And when I say like doo-doo, I'm meaning her FR. I'm not talking about her kid in general. And then some of the other characters, some of the other notable characters. I mean, some of these are about the same as to what I did on the JP side. I don't really see too much difference here compared to what I did in JP, really. And then EXs, there's really not too much to talk about. I mean, eventually some of these characters will get some love at some point, hopefully one day, sooner or later. But yeah, that's pretty much like all of my EXs that you see right there. So at the minimum, I at least have my characters built up to EX, so that way they won't just like be sitting there just not doing anything. There's some FRs that I do not have built. There are some EXs that I have not that I have on the side, for like sphere purposes. Like, take example like Vanille Sphere, which is able to dispel the buff whenever you are breaking an enemy. And then you got the World of Illusion weapons. I could max these out and sell them if I really wanted to, or I could just not max them out and just sell them for like Power Stones. But like, I just kind of have them there just to have them there, just because they're nice to look at. I don't know if anybody else has these weapons, and these are not World of Illusion. These are the weapons from that one story. Yeah, that one story, like I think it was like from Act 3 something. So yeah, I just have them there just because they look pretty cool in black and white. And then I have like some LDs that I'm just too lazy to max out, but I will max them out eventually. And that's about it. Oh, and this sword right here was actually the Buster Sword NT version for it is from the, what was it? The code from NT. I actually got this from a friend. So they decided to how was it? Was it a code? I don't know. Whatever it is. Oh, wherever it comes from, it was given to me by a friend somehow, some way. I don't know. Like I said, it's been so long. Armor wise, I do have a good amount of blues. Most of these blues, really, aside from using the books to get like the ingots on some of like these other characters that you see that have the plus on them. Most of these, I do use my pink tokens to get the required amount of nugs to be able to convert them into the ingots, and then of course, they go into said character. So most of the characters that you see here more than likely will either get like an upgrade later down the line, or they already have like their BTs, or it's a character that I definitely see myself using a very good amount. So this is pretty much like all of my blue armors for the characters that you see here. And yeah, that's about it. I guess the last thing that I could probably show off before we switch over to my JP account would be like the resources that I have, like when it comes to like ingots, books, and all that good stuff. You're gonna see a pretty notable difference for my global account and whenever we look at my JP account, because my JP account is pretty loaded. Because I've been playing JP for about 4 years now, and then my global account is day one. So yeah, it's been a while, for quite a while now. But yeah, this is pretty much all of my resources that I got going on right now. So yeah. So yeah, I think I pretty much showed off everything. I think, unless you guys want to see like my force stuff. And yes, I am capped out on enhancement points, and that's because I do buy premium Mog Pass. So I've been capped out on my global account for about a month or two now on my global account. My JP has been capped out for forever now. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Oh, I guess technically I can show off which characters have their force active at the moment. So yeah, these are the characters that I have currently who have force. So, and I do believe that's pretty much about it to show off on my global account. My JP account is going to be a different story because there's a few things that I do want to mention on that one. But yeah, let's go ahead and switch over to my JP account, and we'll go on from there. So now we're on my JP account. So currently I do have 131k gems. I do kind of feel like that is a little bit on the low end, and the reason why I say that is because since JP does not have foresight and we have no idea as to what is going to be coming for anniversary, I do feel like it's not at a safe point because, like, yes, I can pity a BT and or an FR, but I would rather be a little over 250k gems, seeing as how like anything can actually happen at this point, and especially if it's going to be like a favorite or something like that, then I feel like I might be in a little bit of trouble unless I get extremely lucky. But like, I don't know. Like JP can be very random when it comes to my luck. So 131k gems is not too bad. I mean, it's better than being under 100k gems. So I'm happy with that, but I would rather be at 250k. Tickets wise, I have 526 tickets. So not too bad on the ticket count. So we are good on that portion. Thankfully though, if I'm not mistaken, I do believe a Spiritus fight is going to be dropping to JP very soon, or for anniversary, and I think the same goes for global. So that'll be additional resources that we can actually get. When it comes to characters built, most of my characters are built. There are a few characters that are not built, like Dash is not built, and which I do believe I have as FR. I'm just too lazy to build them. The other character that I know that is not built is Kefka. Kefka is not built at all, and honestly, I don't know why. I don't know why I have not built either of the two. I don't know. I really have no reason. Maybe I guess either that I'm just too lazy to do it. And I think those are the only characters on my JP account that I do not have built. Maybe whenever they get like another new weapon for themselves, I may consider like fully building them up. But as of right now, they're gonna stay where they are at right at the moment. When it comes to my weapons and whatnot, so weapons wise, I do have a whole lot more BTs than I do on my global account. And like I mentioned, some of the BTs that I have greened may not be they may not be similar to what I did on my global account, just based off of like what had happened afterwards, or the amount of times that I actually did use them. So some of the BTs that I don't really use that often, as of late at least, I mean, let's see, like Cloud of Darkness might be is like one. Caius is another one. Gauntlet, I have not used it in a very hot minute. No, I don't know when this guy is going to be getting a rework. Ever since he got his BT Plus, he has been untouched. He doesn't even have force enhancements yet. So if that tells you anything, like, yeah, No needs to get like a major rework, because he has not been messed with in what, 2 years now? 2, maybe 3? No, about 2 years. So yeah. But yeah, a lot of the BTs that I currently have right now is, of course, because like we have no foresight on JP, so we kind of just like, it's either you green them or you do not. But most of these, aside from like maybe a few, I do not regret greening whatsoever. And especially because like I do like to be able to experience these characters and what they do offer, so that way by the time they drop on the global side, I'll have a better idea as to whether or not I should go ahead and pick them up, or if I should green them, so on and so forth. But most of these, especially once we start going into the FR Echo era, most of the BT units, in my opinion, are worth picking up. But that's just me. Not every BT needs to be picked up, but I enjoy the fact that that I like, that I have a pretty good roster of characters that I can actually like mess around with, play around with. You know, like I have like characters for like this type of situation or that, or so on and so forth. So but yeah, FR wise, Ursula, I do not have a BT on my main account. I do have her fully built on my second JP account. Same for Renoa. I actually did not green Renoa when she dropped on JP. Let's see a few other ones if we could take a look. Whoops, did not mean to do that. Let's see here. There are a few other ones that have BTs that I decided to not max out. I think that's about it, at least FR wise. BT wise, so these are the BTs that I currently do not have green. So like OT, Paladin Assessor, Emperor, and then we have the BTs that I threw a book at, but I have not fully built out. I guess eventually, whenever they do get like an FR or something like that, I will consider BT plus in them. But as of right now, they're going to stay where they are at. And then EXs, I mean, there's not really too much that I can really say other than the fact that at least they do have their EXs. And then of course we do have the characters that are not fully built, which is Kefka and Dash. And then these are my BT dupes. These are FRs that I have not maxed out. Cam was actually one of the FRs and BTs that I decided to not fully build when they initially dropped, but I somehow was able to get Cam's BT before his BT cycle ended. And in Cam's FR, I don't know why I did not fully max that out, but it's gonna stay there just because, yeah. And that's about it. Like I have Squall's FR, so I can max that out whenever I want to. Same for Ash. I don't think I have Ash's BT, do I? I don't think I do. I don't know. Let's see. Now I'm curious. Let's see. And then Maria's FR, I have it, but I do not have it fully maxed out. Yeah, no, I don't have. Okay, so I have Ash built in my second JP account, but not when it comes to my not when it comes to my main account. I can't remember the reason why. I may have been tight on resources at the time. And then of course I do have my EX dupes and whatnot for like sphere purposes and whatnot. I do have the blacked out weapons from that one story event, whatever you want to call it, that release, and I just have it there just because it looks pretty. And then some other EXs that I have fully maxed out, but they're just dupes for like spheres or whatever the reason it is that I have it there. They're just sitting there in my box. When it comes to armors, now with armors, let's see, I believe it's this one, right? Yeah. So armors wise, a lot of the characters, a whole lot more characters on my JP account I do have fully maxed out. So those are all of the blues that I got going on here. I have a very good amount. And of course, you know, the same situation, I will either throw a book to get an ingot at an armor that I will probably not max out yet. Or if not, I will use my pink tokens to be able to get the pink nugs and then, you know, so on and so forth. So yeah, that's pretty much it for that. And I do believe the armors, yeah, Dash and Kefka, their armors are not even built. And then I guess finally we could take a look at my resources and then my force stuff. So these are the resources that I got going on. I've done many pities on my JP account, and like I said, I do pull on pretty much all banners on JP, so I do have a very good amount of power stones, high power stones from like events, so on and so forth that we get. And then the same goes for like BT mats, the armor mats, so on and so forth. So yeah, I do have a pretty good amount ready to use, especially during anniversary. If there are going to be characters that are going to be pretty big or hyped up, then yeah, I feel comfortable when it comes to all of this to be able to use. And then when it comes to the force fragments, stones, all that good stuff, that's pretty much what I got going on right now. I do have a good amount of characters that do have their what you call it, their force enhancements unlocked for a lot of them, whether it be because they got it their FRs or whatever, or because like they're like from some of the Final Fantasies that I have played in the past. So take example like Final Fantasy VII. All of my FF7 characters do have their force enhancements maxed out. I went ahead and also maxed out the characters from Final Fantasy 14, so all of them are maxed out. Same for 15 as well, and then so on and so forth. So yeah, that's pretty much about it. I think I showed off enough for both Global and JP. So yeah, let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. Let me know what you think about my box. And yeah, if you guys enjoy it, don't forget to like, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next one.